I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Deathstroke issue number 15. Slade Wilson has lost the use of his eyes. Is this the end for the famous assassin, or like a wounded animal, will this only make him more dangerous? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alright then, so as the comic opens, we check on in with Rose. She's still hanging out with her mother's family, trying to get in touch with her roots that aren't a murderous supervillain. But she's been having horrible nightmares involving her half-brother Jericho. It seems that he's falling off the wagon pretty quickly. He's feeling guilty about the man he killed, the man that he might very well have loved, and is also rushing into a wedding with a woman that's stooping his dad and might also be attempting to undermine him. So, you know, average dysfunctional family stuff for the Wilson clan. Now, while this is going on, Deathstroke is getting checked out by his own personal physician, Dr. Villain. Oh, sorry, that's Dr. Willen. He is German, don't you know? I still absolutely love that Christopher Priest invented a character called Dr. Villain, using the information that Tanya Spears, aka Power Girl, has already managed to amass and his own expertise in Deathstroke's rather unique physiology. They are together able to riddle out that he absorbed so much radiation during his fight with Raptor aboard that drug boat that his healing factor, well, might not ever be able to heal him. Now, back on the subject of Tanya, remember I pointed out how absolutely ridiculous I thought it was that a former Teen Titan, even one who was on the team for a short amount of time, has no idea who Deathstroke, one of the world's most famous assassins, is? Well, you see, in this issue, they give a reason. You see, Tanya is under the impression that Slade is Raptor because, well, Raptor had the suit last and he painted his logo on it. She also assumes he's a hero. Yeah, that's not a great justification, but I mean, at least it's better than the nothing we had in the previous issue. Tanya is a good kid and takes pity on Deathstroke, so much to the point she actually gets him an old retired cop dog to try and lead him around. But hey, dogs aren't cheap, and outside being a young super scientist, this Power Girl also doubles as a superhero, and she's hoping that not Deathstroke could use some of his expertise in helping her protect a guy from an assassination. Slade may be an evil, psychotic dickbag, but this girl did save his life, did help him out, and isn't attacking him currently, so I guess he feels like he owes her one, and as such he agrees to be her date to the gala ball. This is a wonderfully 007 scene with them all getting in fancy dress, so much to the point that I chose this to be the thumbnail for the video. Another thing I should point out, Tanya is like 16, and Slade, what's a nice way of saying he has a bit of a history of getting too familiar with underage girls? Maybe Power Girl should watch out just a little bit. This black tie event quickly turns into an assassin's ball as we find out there's actually several factions all gunning for the guy throwing the party. Deathstroke, even outside his costume, proves that he's still a badass, sight or no sight, by taking out a bunch of the random goons. Power Girl, however, is a little less lucky as she comes face to face with the supervillain Mark that she was hoping to stop in the first place, a flamboyantly over-the-top assassin calling himself, get this, Deadline. Oh jeez, is there anything more terrifying than a deadline? I swear I'm running from deadlines all the time. I almost didn't meet the deadline to get this video on. With everyone eventually gunning for Deathstroke and Slade not wanting to blow his cover, he decides to fashion himself a brand new identity right quick. With the help of a bandana that looks very much like his Flashpoint pirate counterpart, Slade Wilson Deathstroke becomes Twilight, a name that he pulled out of his ass. Also, it just hits me this storyline is called Twilight. Deathstroke number 15 was a fun issue, even if I feel this far into the Twilight storyline, it's kinda starting to lose focus. I mean, we've just now learned why it's called that, and I kinda raise an eyebrow and go, oh, really? Okay. On the upside, Deathstroke does have a fun back and forth with Power Girl. It's interesting to see him deal with some kids who aren't his own, and to see her, you know, not be afraid to not take his shit. Deathstroke also seems to respect her ability so much to the point that he's mean to her, almost in the same way he's mean to his own kids, trying to smarten her up about the world, saying, you know, call it a uniform, not a costume. I'm also really interested to see what will go down with Rose and Jericho by the end of this story. I get the feeling we might lose one or both. Overall, an enjoyable story if slightly inconsequential. I would give it a 7 out of 10. Well, there you have it, everybody. Another Deathstroke book on the books. If you enjoyed this and wanted to see some more videos, check out some of these I have on offer. Or if that's not enough for you, you can always head on down to the description of this very video and find links to all my social media. Be it Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, I got it all, man. You'll also find a link down there to my SoundCloud page. That's where me and my co-host Matt put up the Comic Multiverse, our weekly podcast filled with geeky comic book goodness. So, until next time everyone, I've been Cape Joel and I will see you in another video. Thanks for watching.